that once confined us. Close my eyes, the sky is wider. Every breath is pulling higher. I'm burning through the sky. On wings that never die. Carry me into the endless light. I'm burning through the into the light. Take me where the dreams fly higher.
It's that time. Welcome back to Rengage. I know we were not here yesterday or any other day lately, but we're here now, and that's what matters, right? On a Wednesday, or I missed the opportunity to call it Wednesday. That would be tiresome to witness, but that's the kind of thing that just appeals to my sense of humor. So I guess there's still time, right? I could always edit it. And speaking of time, we have lots of it today. I'm actually on vacation. So this is actually pretty great. So I can spend literally not all day, but as much time as I please here and just have a good time. And so what I determined I was going to do is play Arc Raiders, clearly. Arc Raiders is one of those games where I really struggled to get into it. I think the hype didn't help at the time. Now, clearly, it's dropped off as the big streamers move on. Like they've had their fun with it, and new things came out. They moved on, and so did most of the gaming audience, which is fine because now we're at its more proper, natural levels, and I still think it's really good. Now, I reviewed this game rather poorly, because of a situation I told you where I popped into Buried City, I think, the second map, and was immediately set upon by several Arc, and I'm like, what? I just spawned. I'm in the middle of nowhere, and I'm getting shot already. I don't even know where I am. I haven't had a chance to open the map, and naturally that resulted in my my quick return trip to Speranza and losing the stuff I carried in. So I was pretty mad about that. So I have since revised that review and actually gave it a thumbs up because it still is fun to play and it's fun to explore and figure things out with it. But there's also the level of the community is actually surprisingly nice. I guess surprisingly is kind of rude, but because it has the aggression-based matchmaking, I'm not being mean to people. I'm not seeking people out and starting fights. No, I'll throw down if you're going to start something. It may not go well because the people that are going to fight are decked out in PvP stuff, right? But so far, everyone's been cool, and we'll get to experience some of that. I've got a microphone set up, clearly. I have it set to push to talk, so you might hear me talking to people, and people will talk back, and I think we're going to have a nice, enjoyable day, as much as we can. I might run afoul of the Rocketeers or anything like that. In fact, I think we're going to have to at least hunt one down. And so we're going to be doing all kinds of stuff. So the objective really is just to see what I can do to progress things. And I'd like to get to the point where I can complete the expedition, which is get a bunch of materials and do a bunch of things and then your character sort of like retires, I guess, or something, and you get almost like a new game plus with some bonuses. I don't know. I don't really care that much. I've been kind of playing just for the joy of it. Yeah, so what I really wanted to do was... I was this close to buying Escape from Tarkov. And you can imagine how well that might have gone. Now, because I'm on vacation, I frankly have nothing better to do. And by design, by the way. I'm trying to be intentional about that leisure. I was like, that's enough time, because there's a PvE mode, right? That's enough time to get in, really investigate the story and the lore, and get good at the mechanics and understand how the map works, and just have fun with the core concepts of Escape from Tarkov, which a lot of people either love or hate, or both at the same time. It's pricey though. Like, I would have to buy the base game, and that's like $50 on Steam, and then the PvE component is an expansion, which is kind of weird, right? But that's $30. So you're looking at $80. Now, that's a lot for a game. At the same time, it's not. Your AAA games like Crimson Desert and everything else these days is hitting that level. So it's not completely outlandish. And I understand that there is more involved to take something that was built around PvP and doing the servers and the matchmaking and all that, and to block or strip that out and change the hooks to go do something else for single player. I understand that there's extra effort there, and whatever. The price is the price. So I guess I kind of figured if I can't handle Arc Raiders, which would definitely be like, baby's first extraction shooter, I think, there's no way I'm going to survive in Tarkov very long, and then I'll feel really sad about my bad investment. I've got enough purchases like that I play once and never again. So I didn't need Tarkov to be that. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. But real quick, there's some news you can use, I guess. And I've missed quite a bit of it. But I think it's worth calling out. No Man's Sky is apparently 10 years old, and that time flew by fast. And if you haven't looked at it, you should see the number of expansions and free content. All of it is free content that they have provided. It's a huge list. And each one of them is a meaningful expansion of gaming systems, or a new system entirely. And it didn't have a good launch because it was light on promised features, and things just outright were not true. But it had a cool concept behind it. And so the studio has worked super duper hard, like to offer all these free upgrades continuously over 10 years. I don't even know how they pull that off. They must be. It must be momentum driving more and more new sales, because I can't think of any other way that studio survives that. But it's pretty incredible. I also like the thing. It's kind of like Elite Dangerous here. They emphasize that less than 1% of the universe, which is procedural, has been explored, despite all the players and everybody jumping around and stuff. So it's kind of an interesting feat, honestly. Like, one game getting continuous developer attention and new content releases is still going strong. So I do know that they have another game that is going to be coming out. I think it's, in fact, I know it is. It's Light No Fire. And I don't know what that one's about, but same development studio. And it'll be interesting seeing what lessons have been learned from No Man's Sky and how that applies to their new game. Because I don't think they're going to make the same mistake twice. So I'm willing to bet the Light No Fire will be a really good title, is my assumption. And so if that's not on your wish list, and No Man's Sky and games like it are appealing to you, I would 100% wish list that and really pay attention to it, because that could be a really good game. And I think this is a studio that has earned that opportunity, I would say. Is that really it that's in... I mean, there's lots of other news about, like, supermassive games. I guess they're like, hey, we did a redundancy consultation, and we gotta dump, like, 75 more people. This is, like, their third round of cuts. You just hate to see that happen. It's like, man... I want people to have fun making games, and I want them to make, like, millions of dollars doing so. So on the other hand, you get like Square Enix. I guess Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is doing really well on Switch 2. And so I like how my notes here say digital sales are doing great. It's like, well, I suppose if you're PlayStation native, you got no choice now, do you? Yeah, as expressed earlier, I do not have a hard time limit today. We don't have an hour. We have basically all afternoon. And I realize it's not even noon yet, so depending on where you are, I suppose. Like I have like multiple time zones written here. So yeah, we are in good shape. Would you guys like to get into Speranza with me? I'm going to take that as a yes. Let us get there. All right. We'll pause the music for now. All right, so here we are. This is Arc Raiders. Behold. I cannot find a purple shirt for this guy, nor can I get glasses, so he's not going to look like me. But, you know. But whatever. It kind of doesn't really matter a whole lot here. I'm in the middle of doing all these quests. Still trying to give them legitimate attention. And my raider is, I don't know. So, you level up. I think I'm level 21 or something like that. You get a skill point each time. I'm really cranking up my stamina and ability to get around and to run like a lunatic. Plus, there's some other stuff later on, like vaulting and dodge rolls and stuff, costing less because I feel like I can trust my aim, and so to the extent I get better weapons and actually choose to engage Arc, I feel like I need to avoid taking damage from the stupid things. So, and I went over here, I put points in here just so I can get to, what do we call this? The in-round crafting. How do I have 7 points? Oh, because movement speed while crouching is increased. I don't remember doing that. Did I put... I think it's because you have to put 5 here to move on. That doesn't sound right, because I didn't over here. I must have accidentally clicked something, because this makes no sense. I don't know why I would have put so many points there. But resetting is going to cost 44,000 coins, and I don't want to do that right now. So, we're going to say good enough. There must have been a reason I did that, but... Alright, so that's fun. It's like, well, you know, at least it's publicly known that I have no clue how I allocated my stat points. And so, outside of that, I'm going over here and I'm tracking the resources to level these things up. Like, I can get advanced mechanical components. That's not too hard to find. A Sentinel firing core is tricky, and rusted gears, clearly I've only found one. I know where to get these things. The Surveyor Vault, again, those aren't easy to find so far that I found. Snitches, I need over here for the utility station, which is going to give me things like Raider hatch keys, which I want to be able to create frequently, and that's where my advanced electrical and sensors come in. Also, the idea of a cloak, that just sounds rad. Now, that's a higher level than I have right now. But yeah, it's utility items, smoke grenades, zip lines, stuff like that. So, snitch scanners. I have been hunting those stupid things down. That can be tricky. Let's see, explosives, need laboratory reagents. Again, same place as the rest of medical kits, I think. So we're going to probably hit the dam several times, because I at least know where all this kind of stuff is, the medical areas. And we do need to kill a Rocketeer. We can either find one that's already downed, or we can do it ourselves. I don't really care how we do it. I need their driver. And over here, motors, you just find them. I have not found a bombardier in a long time. Like in this recent install, I haven't seen one yet. So I think I keep getting these just from random loot things, which probably can be done from not surveyors, but they're couriers that bop along. And then I've never seen a bastion. I've heard one because they have like crazy machine guns that just fire until the heat death of the universe. So I know that we have that going for us. Yeah, here it is. I'm level 21. And so one of the things in... Here it is. So you have projects to work on. I'm just doing this because it's an objective. Now you can see Surveyor Vault here. I gotta get 5 for this thing. And I think that just adds to what I need to get, because I already have a need for like 5 Surveyor Vaults to update a bench. So I need to get a bunch of these things. And then, obviously, once you complete that, you start moving on. And, hey, you can get a cloak by finding expired respirators, which I found many of. So, yeah, you start to get some cool stuff out of here, I guess. But I kind of like that. It's just like, just go in and loot and do the ordinary game loop, and you'll be in good shape. Damaging these things using stuff, that's going to be tough. I hope I don't have to damage 500 of them. I hope I have to do 500 damage total. That would make life a lot easier. And then here's the expedition. So you have each level here, like building the base structure and frame of the caravan. So the mundane things you find in the world actually have a purpose that you can grab a bunch and then contribute them to this. Now these things have legitimate purposes outside of it. You use them to construct ammunition and whatever else it is that you have going on in your life. And so you complete these, you move to the next stage, and you know, some of the stuff gets tricky. I have things like cooling fans. I recognize that. Sensors, I got a bunch of them. I knew light bulbs were in here. I remember seeing streamers do that. All this other stuff here. Some of this I already have, like these rare random things like magnetic accelerators. And then that's your final stage. Now you have 40 days to complete it, I think. Or something. Now, 40 days is a lot of time, but also surprisingly not. But for right now, the expedition isn't my main thing. I sort of don't care. And I also feel like if we can get past, or get our stuff upgraded, we'll be able to harvest more and have less of a concern about all those base components, I guess. All right, so here's the weapons. I'm still dealing with the basic kind of stuff. I picked Anvil and the Pharaoh because this is a sniper rifle, basically. This thing uses the same ammunition and hits hard and, you know, is relatively accurate. And so what I do, I also have this thing, which will let me really clobber Ark. I might start picking that, especially if I need to go actually fight more things, because... you know, it's explosive. I've never used it before. We could just try it. Let's give it a whirl. On camera, right? So I have 65 shots for the anvil. I only have 12 for the hole cracker dealio here. Let's see if we can add some upgrades to it. I don't think I have anything else I can give it. Yeah. We'll just see how that goes. Got bandages, shield rechargers. I know I picked up grenades. And I have a Raider hatch key so I can get out. I'm going to carry some defibrillators. I might put this key up for now. Send to the stash. We'll carry a defibrillator because I can revive people that I find out in the wild. Like other players that just kind of got hosed by something. I think that's it right now. I don't need a whole lot of smoke grenades. I like blocking visibility. That's not a bad idea, but... a blaze grenade might be useful. So we're carrying Looting Mark II. I probably should upgrade this to be a combat thing, but then I lose an extra safe pocket, and I just kind of like it. I don't know. Like, I have this Combat Mark III. And I'm going to use a hull cracker. I should probably do it. But whatever. Let's pick our destination. We're going to here because there's stuff I still need to get. Hopefully that's enough ammunition. We'll see. If not, we leave early and we arm up properly, right? If it hasn't been made obvious by my occasional sniffle or my pressing of the cough button, I do apparently have some kind of cold going on, so I might beg your indulgence if that kind of thing happens. However, the standard comfort beverage, which I have brought as always, and I hope that you have as well, is of course the lemon ginger tea with a fair amount of honey in it. It soothes in so many ways. And as we wait, which we're in the queue, I'm in the way of it. There we go. While we launch, it's time for another sip. Alrighty. It's like I see the meters going off. I wonder if my noise suppression is not working right. Oh well. If that's bothersome, let me know. We can tweak it live. Is this already a downed thing right here? Yeah, it is. This might actually... It'd be great if I had a Rocketeer corner right here. I'd be like, man, we might just extract. Let's see what's in here. I'll take launcher ammo. Ooh. So it's a damaged Rocketeer driver. That's not going to help us. Did I lose some ammunition? I have 59 now. Where'd the rest of it go? I don't know about all that. That alarms me a little bit. All right, where are we? All right, we're up in the pattern house. So ideally, I would be down over here. I think the testing annex, but I thought often, yeah, research and administration. Looks like it changes sometimes. So we have commercial and technological loot types there. So we might as well go around looking for a little bit of trouble, especially since I'm on camera. I have to entertain now, right? And that is okie dokie. Let's see what we got. Let's scoot on down and go have a look-see. If you're familiar with Arc Raiders, you know that this is an extraction point. These are the ways out. Ooh, there's our Rocketeer. These things are tough to fight. They're actually super duper dangerous. Look how terrifying they look too, man. I do hear gunshots going off. I see that snitch way back there. Is heading down, and there's a Hornet. These Arc, I mean, they're drones, right? They fly around. They come after you. They have different kinds of weaponry and stuff. Different attack patterns. Clearly, Rocketeer shoots rockets. So, generally, the drones, the Arc, cannot enter buildings. Now, this isn't a proper building. They can absolutely fly in. Why they don't enter buildings, I don't know, but it's fortunate. There are still robot, threats inside buildings. Here's somebody else in the building. Now, I'm not as worried about hearing other raiders because generally people aren't hostile, especially in this map. That might change if we go to Stella Montis later. I've watched some. Ooh, that's the Rocketeer right up there. That thing will absolutely come murder me. And it's huge and bulky and dangerous, and it is much faster than you would think it is. But anyway, I've watched some amazing fights in Stella Montis, like crazy PvP. I'm trying to get to controlled access zone. We can at least get good stuff there. Oh, nobody's looted this area yet. We might find some useful stuff. There's a lot of base stuff here. But yeah, if you're interested... Oh, that means there's robots are down there. Let me switch to a proper grenade. Maybe a seeker grenade. Watch this. Hiya, fellas. Now I gotta go. I've made the mistake of going down there and not retreating properly. There we go. So it's like you go down here and you're like, whoops, there's Ark down here. You go up and you drop a grenade behind you, and that just feels cool. Even if it sounds more cinematic than it actually, was. It's like the fish was this big kind of story, right? You just roll with it. Now, you can crack those guys open there, but we are standing in water, and they sort of... They do provide a lot of shocks, like electrical, so let's not mess with them. Yeah, turrets. Oh. Darn it. It's like I need to get the shot off. Our shield can take some hits. We also need to watch out for... that. Where are you? There are spider guys. Alright, this is another Rocketeer. We might get our driver out of this thing. Now we need to wait a second so we don't get zapped like that. Ugh, it hurts and stings. Well, there's the driver, so it's damaged. We'll take those. We'll take the launcher ammo. I don't think we need any coolant, but we might as well take it. And we'll take some alloys. Ow. What? Who dares? Oh, it's you. Alright, so you can see the little skittery dude. Get over here. Missed. Oh, what a shot. He just came out of nowhere, didn't he? So my looting kit bounces them off automatically, but they basically jump onto you and just go like roar, and it's not great because then you have to spend effort fighting them off. All right, so what we can do here is we've got these arc power cells. We can use those to recharge shields without using our full, our full strength recharger, I guess would be the right phrasing there. So yeah, the ticks are a minor threat. They're especially bad when you've got a ton of them, and there are some spots where there's like 5 of them just hanging out. The bigger threat to me are the roller guys. The exploder guys, like this one right here. That should draw some attention and bring something else here. These guys literally just come up and pop. They just explode when they run into you. There are some that are armored, and they come at you and obviously blow fire on you. Well, not obviously. I guess I didn't identify what they're called. But anyway. And there are some other things. I can't remember what they do or what they are. Right, someone has definitely been here. We'll take seeds, though. And we'll take magnets. In general, I try to make sure I just grab something useful. Seeds are like almost a meta currency in-game. You can use them to buy a lot of raw materials that you just straight up don't have, or you don't want to spend hours searching for. We'll scavenge this stuff real quick. I'm trying not to make this like, hey, spend your afternoon watching Ren play a looting simulator, but I mean, that is the game. We'll take those batteries, why not? Alright, so How much time do we have left? We have 20 minutes left, and we've got plenty of time. This exit closes in 10 minutes, but we have a Raider hatch key, so we can get to any of these side exits. But otherwise, again, if you're not familiar with extraction games, you have a time limit to get out. So 14 minutes there, and then the water treatment control is going to be the last one. You can see this one's going to be closing down in a couple minutes, and then it's no longer accessible. I think at the same time, more and more arcs start dropping in. And so things can get a little bit hostile and dicey. I don't want to go outside there. But that's part of the fun of the game. And of course, if I get taken out by arc or my own stupidity or by a player, everything here becomes lost. I can be looted, and you know, if my guy dies in here, you know, it's like, well, somebody come take this hull cracker, right? Except for my safe pocket. These always stay with me, so I'll not lose my Raider hatch key, which is hard for me to replace right now. You can't put weapons in there, though. Might as well breach and search this thing. We got time.
An arc orbiter is en route. The safe window is closing. 10 minutes to get out of there. I repeat, 10 minutes. Turbine, up there.
Hello, Raider!
I just muted. How long have I been muted? God, that's what I get. Alright, well, that'll be a fun highlight reel later. I'm thinking of doing that. I've got my archive of streams and stuff, and I was like, apparently my first stream here was in late November of 2025 when we did the Darkest Dungeon Grand Slam run. At least the first episode of it. Like, we didn't finish it till January because I just didn't have a schedule, and I was just playing whenever I felt like it. Much like I do now. But at any rate, I thought it might be fun to do like a year in review, like how it started and how it's going, because we're definitely a lot better. Now, am I better at managing the technical side, like making sure that I'm talking and not muted? No. I'm almost worse at it. And sometimes I just don't know what to do about that either. Like, I need to just look up at the meters more often. Because for all I know, all of my incredible sage wisdom was completely muted. Now. Yeah, I know, I need to pay better attention. Uh-oh. Something's going nuts there. Is that thing fighting a guy? Someone is fighting it. Ooh, what's this button do? Oh, no, put it back down. Yeah, we don't need to be that guy. So one of the Rager hatches is right over there somewhere.
Down there. Down there.
So we can get out of here pretty efficiently, the Red Lakes hatch. So again, I'm not super concerned about the time limit. Maybe I should be, because I do think more arcs start spawning in as the map starts to expire, I guess. Yeah, we should be able to slide down there without it being a death sentence. I've not explored this area before, so I guess we have the capacity to just pull bridges up all day long. What do we got here? A lure grenade. Might be useful. I don't think a broken handheld radio is going to do us a lot of good. I don't... And again, I don't know that there's a requirement for that later on. In fact, let's use a bandage.
All raiders, arc on screen. 5 minutes left. Go find your way home. I repeat, 5 minutes.
Okay, so we got hornets up there. Like, whatever landed over there, I think is the, I don't know if that's the time limit thing. Like, if that's whatever the Arc Orbiter is sending down. Like, hey. It's like, hey, all raiders, we're dead serious. These are dangerous things, and they're coming for you. I don't know. Alright, well, I can't do anything here. Unless there's something up here, I might almost egress and see if we can get a better entry next time. Yeah, okay, so I know where we are. I'd almost love to be able to take this stupid snitch out.
Snitch.
If I can get it to come closer. Maybe I could try the hull cracker. Nope. That's enough of that. Now, can I loot it? Yes, I can. Conveniently went up on a high ledge where I can be seen by everything. There's another one up there. It's like, oh, you want some too? Right, let's get that snitch scanner. Nope. No. Go back in there. This takes priority over that. Perfect. I just got to make sure not to draw more attention than I'm ready to handle. So if I provoke that one, he's too far away anyway. Maybe if I had my rifle, I could do a better job of it. Okay. Probably time to skedaddle on out of here. This should be a pretty easy egress, though. Hopefully. Look how rad this guy is. Oh, he's spun too! That's what makes you a raider, and that's how you know you've made it. Because if you're gonna do something like slide down the broken floodgates of a long-lost dam, you might as well look awesome while doing it. I don't know what that is. That seems bad. Oh no.
2 minutes left. Last chance to get out safely.
We got a problem.
I repeat, 2 minutes.
Shoot. Stupid thing. It hurts and stings. I need this thing to do more damage. Goodness. Okay. Now, arguably, I should just leave, right? Broken shield. Oh, that's great news. That is great news. We got a minute. This thing takes seconds to get open, so... That's... whatever. Alright, later, nerds. Now, you might argue, you know, but Ren, that's like a waste of your raider key. I suppose. Arc turbine. Oh, it's because I damaged the turbine. Yeah, getting zapped by those things, it's not great. Hey, we leveled up. Damage flying arc using hull cracker. No. That thing didn't seem that powerful. I was hoping it would do better than that, but I'm wondering if I might revise my policy on bringing that thing in. So we level up. I think I want to continue building stamina here. Because clearly, even there, I ran out of breath, and that's just not going to cut it. I have too much stuff in my stash, as one does. So, I think it's because we can sell... Nope, we have stuff we're keeping is what we're doing. How far over? I'm literally at 160. Okay. I don't feel like there's a whole lot I want to get rid of because this seems like it's going to be important. Like, how many pharaohs do I need? Probably not a lot. How many arpeggios do I need? Also, probably not a lot. You know, we'll hope for the best. So this is the torrent or the torrente. I don't know how to say that, but I guess it's only accurate while crouched. Fully automatic, so maybe... Honestly, I kind of don't care. What does it recycle into? That seems more useful. Yeah, mostly it's... And this is the... Sell that for now. So I have some slots open, but not a lot. It's because I just have so many crafting materials. This is sort of the problem. So I guess it's like, how many of the... Well, let's merge our stacks for one thing. That didn't help anything. I have a lot of those. There's probably a lot of stuff that's just straight up not needed. Like, I've got spotter relays. Oh. Can be deployed to... So you could hose another player and be like, there you go. I have lots and lots of sensors. Lots of chemicals, lots of basic components. So maybe I need to start contributing these towards those goals. Look how many of these tick pods I've got. I've got lots of these too. Like, I straight up don't need that many. Because you can get these in the field. I hope I don't regret selling some of these things. I don't think I need that. I have a bunch of chemicals already, and I can get more. I don't know why I have the Rocketeer driver here. That, and that. There we go. We're a little better off, and I think that's enough to claim all this stuff. Hooray. Alright, so let's, we didn't get very far on that. I didn't get anywhere on that. One more scanner, and I can upgrade the utility station. Didn't get my Rocketeer thing, or the laboratory reagents. One more motor. I still need Bastion cells, so I have plenty of batteries. Of industrial batteries. I guess I should be looking at, for one thing, I'm gonna need to craft more ammunition. Those heavy rounds there. Craft some of those. And so gunsmith wise, that's a battle rifle, but the Pharaoh is considered... Oh, it's also a battle rifle. Okay, so maybe the Renegade is... Well, it's... So I look at the arc armor penetration, because that's primarily what I'm fighting. I haven't had to fight any players in quite a while. Electrical components, yeah, that's all fine. So I could use the refiner to upgrade some of these baser components to higher things, like advanced electrical. Or advanced mechanical. So I don't have enough straight up mechanical opponents, but I can change that. Then I can make these. And that'll get me to what I need there. Then I can make arc circuitry, which I already have. So I've got enough there. Here it is. Here's my tracked resources. So explosive station, all that stuff. So it's... And then we've got the expedition itself. And I might contribute these things to the expedition after I make sure that my weapons are properly maintained. Gotta repair. Of course, I can't. This shield is totally busted, so we might as well just, like... Here, somebody take that. Slap a new one on. Bam. We'll take our other hatch key. We'll be able to make more of those at some point. Also, sell that. I don't need that anymore. There, see? Send that to the stash. We'll take that. So we have 100 shots between that and our rifle here. I didn't like the hole cracker a whole lot, but maybe I can get used to it later on. But it's like that armor penetration just wasn't really doing it for me. Maybe it should, but it wasn't. All right, so to repair this, we needed simple gun parts and mechanical components. I think we can build those in our refiner, right? There's light gun parts, but I can't make simple, can I? Workbench. I might be able to buy them. As weird as that is. So we go to the traders, to Celeste. Here it is.
It's hard remembering faces when people wear their helmets indoors.
That is sage wisdom. Alright. Repair. There we go. Bam. The last thing we need is that thing breaking. Okay, so our quick use items. Let's get rid of that. We're going to get plenty. We have a shielded charger. We have a grenade. We've got some bandages. Zipline might not be a terrible idea. Otherwise, I think another grenade will do it. Okay, let's get back out into the field. I still think the damn battlegrounds is where we need to be. Because unless here... No, we could go to the buried city. Because we can see medical, and medical. And the hospital might be the most useful. Because again, what we're looking for with the laboratory stuff and the rest of the medical kits, I'll bet hospital actually is a good idea. Well, let's go there. What the heck? There's birds. But I think we're establishing that birds aren't real. The game is full of drones and, yeah. And now we wait. Buried City can be a little exciting too. Because you can get a lot of players there. And those players tend to... Because there are a lot of buildings you can just straight up hide in. And so when you have things like the Rocketeers flying around and stuff, everyone can say hello and poke out from whatever buildings they happen to be in. Expand my camera a bit there. I can gesticulate a little bit more wildly. Boy, that tunnel looks nauseating to go through, doesn't it? It's like, oh. Trust your gut when encountering fellow raiders. Well, I like the cuts of their jibs. So far. All right. First question is, where are we? We are way, way out here. Okay. But that'll let us get to... I mean, look at all these buried properties, yeah.
Here. You can call in a drop from a supply call station. Just keep your gun at the ready. When one comes down, they tend to be like honey to flies.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes I still have these quest objectives. It's hard to focus on them though, because I'm like, yeah. It's like find a call in a supply drop or something. Let's go down here. Oh geez, there's a leaper.
In the Arbusto Tower. Leaper, by the Arbusto Tower.
Yeah, let's not go to that leaper. Might as well be a reaper, my goodness. Those things take a lot of damage, and like I'm down to fight it if we have someone else involved, but you know, it would be more exciting to fight that than to just tool around. I can appreciate that. Now we do hear someone throwing down with something, but it could be anything. Some diving goggles. Okay. But there's batteries in here. Processors, wires, batteries. Yep. Okay. And again, if I'm passing up some useful loot and you know that it's useful loot and you can't believe it, then please call it out. Especially if it's something that's like, you know, Ren, you're going to desperately need that, and pay no attention to the rarity. You'll be made to suffer if you don't get it like right now. Then yeah, that would be good to know.
Firefly, over there.
Firefly.
Hello, Raider.
Hello?
Yeah, no problem. All right, a trigger nade. That sounds fun. A blaze grenade and a light grenade. Okay, we'll just take all that. The blaze grenade, I read online a little while ago. I think the leapers are vulnerable to fire for some reason. Oh, this is the thing we can carry. Well, shoot, where am I going to carry it to? If you take that to a field outpost, you can be rewarded for your time, and honestly, it's not a bad idea. Is that it with the... Like, I came from this direction over here. You do that, and it opens up, and it gives you a bunch of, like, you know, valuable materials. Whatever that bird sound was, it sounded like the... Now, let's just walk quietly. Not provoke them. Okay. Maybe anything with those little satellite dishes counts. I don't know. But we just know that we passed this one up. So we can go here and deposit this. And we get what's inside. Ammo, smoke grenade. Take one of those. Take the heavy ammo. So, not all that useful to me, but somebody else can benefit from it. So, you never know. Like, I don't need another light shield. I can easily craft one if needed. I don't need to waste the space on that. Let's get back to what we were doing. Arguably, that was not super worth our time. I am checking these things for prickly pears. I don't need agave, but I'll take fruit and consumable things to feed to the chicken or the rooster or whatever it is, because the materials it can harvest meaningfully improve when you give it treats. There's just nothing in here. That looks like the hospital. That's the Galleria. Okay. No. I'm not seeing any hostile arcs so far, but I still like to try to be somewhat undercover if I can. There's something up there. Is that a firefly?
Firefly.
Sure is.
Up there.
Okay. We just make sure those things move along. All right. Hospital's over here.
Go to the hospital.
We'll take a look at these people's houses. These long abandoned residences. You never know what kind of stuff you'll find. So probably not going to be high value, but since I'm here. Okay. Doot.
Fireball by the hospital.
That's the kind of thing you like to know about before you get in there. There's a really nasty kind of arc called a shredder. I have not found a way to defeat them yet. They are tough. And for the most part, if I can't defeat it relatively easily like that, it's kind of not worth fighting.
A firefly up there.
Yeah, the fireflies love to get up in your face. And come in and show off their flamethrowers. It's not a great experience. All right. Nope, get up there. There we go. Okay, so we have our anvil out. Probably a good idea to use our bandage. Because again, we have a shield, but not everything hits the shield. And then who's gonna look bad? So someone has looted here, I think, so far. We're still gonna take a look, though. Because we get some of our antiseptic that we need and crave. Syringe, adrenaline shot. I might take that. So adrenaline shot, of course, you spend a couple seconds and refill your stamina. Like, much more quickly than letting it refill organically. And then we're just gonna... Ooh, extended medium magazine. Nope, nothing can use that, but we'll take it. Another adrenaline shot, why not? More heavy ammo, yes. Let's keep picking them up, why not? Bandage will be okay, that's durable cloth. We don't really need that. And then... rusted shut medical kit. Bam. Alright, so we're making good progress here. Well, look, if it's not the most exciting thing, I'm sorry, not every game can be Warzone. This is kind of an extraction shooter, and there is going to be a lot of looting involved. Now, can it be played more excitingly by, you know, being hostile and going and fighting other players? There's some stuff going on. That depends on what you're after. If you're a guy like you're a streamer like this, I remember seeing he would expired respirator. I think I need that later. He would go in to fight other players, and he would announce that he's not friendly and that he's coming after them. And yeah, that works out pretty well because then he'll. But I mean, a player like this is going for PvP, and he's going to fight players who can fight back. Like, he's not. Yeah, he's intentionally looking for those tense, really exciting engagements, because that's just, I think he's like an ex-pro PUBG player, so he can make it exciting. can't get a separate mag. Okay. It's unfortunate. Oh well. But yeah, if you're wanting adrenaline pumping PvP, someone like this is the guy I'd go check out. I'd love to provide it, but that's not how I'm going to be playing Arc Raiders, because I mean it's just going to go poorly. Hey, remote Raider Flare blueprint. I do not care about Raider flares, but for completeness, I'll take the blueprint. Jolt Mine blueprint, we will definitely take. Hey, so this has worked out. And this, I think, is that reward loop that really gets you into it. Is when you start uncovering capability. And there's this weird thing about finding even trivial loot that you need to progress, even in some small way. You find it's almost exciting. And so this is one of the reasons I could see why people really got into this. A vertical grip. Some more launch. Oh, a lot of launch ammo. Ho, ho, ho. All right, so this is pure deliciousness. Just doing the old Star Trek bit about, you know, shooting the doors. It's like, the door is sealed by security. We can't get to the bridge. And then you just shoot the door handle or the little console next to it, and then it just lets them in. Like, that's not very useful. And in Il Toro, large bullet spread, sharp fall off, high damage output. It's a shotgun. Okay. Well, that's fine. I personally do not like shotguns. I can see that being really good for PvP, but we're not PvPers. All right, so have we done a good job of clearing out this area? Almost. Some more antiseptic. Gimme, gimme. And herbal bandage, we'll take that. It's arguably more useful. All right, an open container search. That's great. Yeah, I was like, I guess we can't breach that. I think that's a probe that you keep hearing. We're gonna clear first. This looks like the same area, but it's a different floor, so... Okay. I guess that's the proper way to run with a huge revolver that's like bigger than you. You hold it off to the side like some kind of anime run. Syringe rope canister. No. Rubber ducky. It's like cute, but laboratory reagents, that's what we need. That's what we're here for. So we're having a great time here. So just look at all this useful stuff left behind. And yeah. So yeah, as potentially unexciting to watch as this is, this is what I have been wanting to play lately. What? Silence! It's also kind of what I look forward to in something like Escape from Tarkov. Now, I am pretty sure Escape from Tarkov is primarily exciting to play because of the threat of other players. So the PvE mode, where there's just AI-controlled enemies, may not be as exciting. But I don't know. I think... Another humidifier. I only have so much space, right? I still think it could be fun because you want to play a story. You want a regular radio. Interesting. And another Pharaoh. You want to make good progress, and you want to complete the objectives and not have someone who's been playing this. Ruined handcuffs, okay. Someone who's been playing like Escape from Tarkov for 10 years to come in and just immediately wipe you off the map because they've mastered the game. But it's still exciting to engage other players. It's kind of like the most dangerous game, right? There's another Il Toro. Like, for weapon harvesting, this wouldn't be the worst thing, but I still suspect that sticking with our plan to get resources to craft upgrades to the stations will let us build better weapons outright. Take ourselves a shield recharger, though. Hey. That's torn cloth, right? Torn blanket, yeah. Not useful. Except that, no, like the utmost end of need. Like if you need a blankie right now. Place is almost creepy. It's like these dark hospital corridors and everything. Speaking of, where's our exit? Oh yeah, we got a hatch right there. Collapse supermarket, okay. We've also got and this is underground. So we got a good 7 minutes. This wasn't the second floor, was it? Did I walk right past? Okay, it's blocked. Okay. Door just straight off taken off the hinges. So now my inventory is full, so I'm gonna have to start making intentional decisions here. Which is fine. I mean, it's a good problem to have, I think. When you get into these dark areas like this hospital, I've never been into this area before. You know, like you're going underground or in buildings, and the only light is like your flashlight. It kind of takes me back to the days of playing Destiny. Especially the first one. Oh, this is a metro entrance to get out of here. Cool. Especially the first one when you go into the... Uh-oh.
I've got a wasp up there.
You stupid thing. What a shot, right? I hit the... Oh, what a terrible shot. Did he just run? Okay. Let's just pretend I nailed that shot. But yeah, he didn't keep his eye on the ball there. Well, he did. But to his detriment. So let that be a lesson to you. He just slammed right into there. He was just too tenacious. Oh, I can call that down. Why would I do that? So you hear that machine gun, right? That sounds like what I imagine a bastion is. So I want to... What is that? I don't know. I'd like to be able to see this thing and see if I can contribute to its destruction. Now, I don't want to get too crazy because I do want to get this stuff out, all this loot I got. Hey, what do we got here? Some medium ammo, which isn't the worst thing. Like, I'm not carrying it right now, but I do want to have a little bit of a stockpile. Maybe I don't. I got a snitch. Let's see if we can hose this thing.
Orbiter is en route. The safe window is closing. You have 10 minutes to return to Speranza. I repeat, 10 minutes.
Come on, get that shot. My goodness. Uh-oh. Whew. They can surprise you sometimes. But nothing gets past Ren. Except for when it does, and then I'm like, okay, let's pretend we're not live streaming that and everybody saw how terrible you are. Alright, where'd that thing go? We definitely need this snitch scanner. Yes. Perfect. Like... we might have to make some calls of what to dump, but that's okay. So these parking garages get rough. In fact, I think I got completely wiped out in there because a Rocketeer... I hear a lot of stuff going on. I'm like, what is that? Can I climb up this? No. How about this side? Still no. It's like there's scaffolding, but I can't make any use of it. Okay, there's a turbine. I don't know what those things do. Like, again, they just confuse me. We don't need to go back into the hospital. Now, what did we get out of that? We got a bunch of antiseptic, yes, but... Oop, hang on. Here's something flying around. A wasp, okay. Surprise, loser. That is what Wrens do best. Alright. Could breach and search cars.
Firefly, there, by the gallery.
Firefly's going the other way. Eh, what the heck. Let's do that while we're here. Get some metal parts. Okay, that's all I need there. Meh. That closes in 1 minute. Let's go ahead and use that so we don't have to burn up our Raider hatch key. Because we can always queue back in. Thing's a real dum-dum, but that's okay. The other thing I need to find is those... I need to do a better job of being intentional and looking for those sentries. Or, surveyors, is what they are. So they're roly-poly dudes like this guy, those guys over there. Can't shoot them from here. Oh, but somebody else got him. All right.
Hey, hello!
Everyone's like, hey, don't shoot. It's like a meme at this point. Yeah. There's two of them over there, so... Hopefully it doesn't come to a fisticuff situation. It doesn't sound like they want to. We'll be ready for it, but yeah. Yeah, they're getting us out of here. Perfect. I guess I haven't run across anybody literally hostile in a long time. So whatever the game was before, it has changed quite a bit. I don't think I have a huge amount of space in my backpack, but hey, another level. We'll take it. Think first, shoot later, or was it the other way around? I don't know. It sounds like it's the other way around. All right, so I don't believe... Yeah, we got blueprints to burn up, don't we? Let's do that. Stash is full, but we'll fix that in just a second here. Oh, they're right here. Okay. Might as well learn and consume. Why not? I like the vertical grip 3 and the jolt mine. Very cool. All right. So I'm going to get rid of the light ammo. I just don't tend to use it. And then wonder if we could put like an extended magazine on here. That'll let us smartly use that up. I feel like I shouldn't get rid of these greater shields. Because I feel like especially the heavy shield is going to be hard to replace later. I could be wrong. In fact, no, put it here. Okay. Let's see how much of this we can put on here. Because we can use up... Yeah, well, not a lot, as it turns out. But we tried. Okay, quick use. We should try to use some of this stuff up. Get rid of the adrenaline shots. Like some of this stuff, it's like, I get it, but nah. Yeah, inventory management is tough in this, and I can expand the inventory by spending 40,000. Might just do that. Like, I don't know what the limit is. But at least we can do it. And that doesn't seem too bad. Alright, so is any of our stuff any closer to completion? The answer is probably yes. Oh, utility station. Bam, that's what we're going to go do. Perfect. Haha! Alright. And to level up, we just need some Leaper Pulse units. Gross. Alright, so we can now make several Raider hatch keys, which will be very good to have at all times. So we can feel a little bit less bad about not having them, you know? Let's make 5 of them. Heck. I know, you might be like, Ren, you're such a dumb person. You should have made those until you needed them. But Wrens do what they want. So over here, yeah, faster loot and stuff, and that's okay. Less noise when looting, but maximum carry weight is kind of nice. Chance to reel twice as many items at once is nice. Breaching security lockers. That would also be kind of cool sometimes. What's this? Can be diffused, okay. Stamina regeneration is less affected by being overcome. So this is all good stuff. Unlocks additional field items to craft. Well, at least I can get something. I haven't really looked too far into these things. There's a lot of like, when you're down, you're in better shape. But it's like, I don't know. I still feel like mobility is important. I don't know. It's a tough call. Like, maybe I already have what I need here. Make less noise when breaching sounds nice. I don't know why I have 5 here. That still annoys me. Because I don't crouch. I'm going to go with that. It might come to having to reset it again and being like, wow, I was such a dummy. All right, and then the other thing we should do is go to our quests. So still no surveyor vaults. Still haven't found any of those things. Still haven't done any of that. But we can contribute to the expedition. I think we're going to. Because that's going to start freeing up a lot of space, too. Especially for stuff that we don't actively need. Or that we can readily replace. Because we have plenty of ammunition. Our weapons are in pretty decent shape. Like, we're actually doing really well. And then I feel like that helps with our stash. All right. So we still need to do the... Yeah, advanced electrical is okay. Medical lab. So we still need the medical kit. We got the antiseptic. We still need surveyors, right? Is that... Okay, Sentinel is a okay, yeah, 10 surveyor roles. All right. Let's pick the, whatever this place is. And let's see if we can be intentional about hunting down those surveyors. I've never especially cared about hunting them. Oh, look, each one takes us. Okay. All right, so and that's where you could be like, Ren, that was dumb. And I'll be like, you know what? Fair enough. I figured they would stack, but they probably do that so you can't just, I don't know, stack them all into your safe pocket. Is that big of a problem? I don't know. All right. And yeah, this is the gameplay loop. If it becomes boring, we'll take a break later and then we can switch to something more exciting. I'm down. But for right now, yeah. This is just, it's kind of, I wouldn't call it chill and relaxing. I mean, it can get downright stressful. We do need a better opportunity to fight a Rocketeer. We still need to borrow its core, or whatever it is. And I think the last time I saw one of those was either in the spaceport. I think it was the spaceport. The stupid things are everywhere. Or in Riven Tides. That might be one where we... Actually, no, I don't think I would take the Hullbreaker. Because I just don't know that it's that powerful. Not compared to landing a little bit more precision shots with my rifle. I don't know. It just didn't seem like it was completely worth it. Now, to find a surveyor, when they're on the field, there should be a... like a blue light going into the sky. And then it's like following the rainbow, right? I don't like spawning over here.
Look there.
Whatever this thing was. I mean, what a monster. Okay. So again, we have a situation where it's like, I'd like to be... Well, what would I like? Not that. It might get to a point where I've got to... Oh, there's a wasp up there.
Spotted a wasp up there.
Fighting somebody else, so that's fine. A good shot.
Hello, Raider. Howdy.
See? Alright, so we got that. We're going to grab this dealio. And we're going to take it over yonder, because I believe this is where the... Oh, okay. Thank you kindly for doing that. There's two potential places for it to be. I think one of them is over here. Possibly. No, it's not this one. There's a further one, but we can go more out this way, and there is a thing that opens the crates. I have done this. I think it's directly ahead of us. It's so weird. I have to pause and stop and listen, especially since I don't have, over the ear my earbuds to know for sure. There's our thing. Let's see what stuff we get. Maybe it'll give us everything we've ever dreamed of. A couple heavy fuse grenades. I kind of like that, honestly. Take another one of those. It's bandages and ammo. So, you can decide for yourself if that was super worth it, but that's okay. So I see a crashed arc probe. We'll go take a look at that in a second here. The other thing is we are looking for stuff like rusted gears. And so we still need other items. It's a weird way to open a crate, but okay. And we still need mundane parts, I guess. That's also true. Yeah, where's this stupid thing?
Go to that arc probe.
Let's crack this thing open. It's like opening like a new electronic that has like all the plastic wrap and stuff around it. Okay. Well, even the arc alloy is actually kind of useful, so. Because again, it goes towards the expedition. Alright, so we got time. I think we have exit keys. We're gonna start dispensing those. Those hatch keys might actually be even more useful in Stella Montis. That actually might be their primary purpose, is when you're in an area that is dangerous, not only because of players, but just by sheer like number of arc running around. Let's see. I'm kind of wondering. We have industrial mechanical here. If we're going to find rusted gears, we probably need to be in this place. Alright, let's see what we got. I just heard something. Did something exciting land? Oh. Don't mind me. Leave me alone. We gotta watch for ticks in here. But, ticks aren't impossible to fight. And they do make their presence known. Like, they'll make a bunch of noise before they jump at your face. And even if you juke them, they like go right to the camera. It freaked me out once. It's kind of like the concept of the face huggers in Aliens. They just like, the last thing you see is just like this thing jumping onto your face. It's like, yeah. There's a rusted gear. Perfect. We need more of those. Let's just pry them out. Nobody's using it. Advanced mechanical, not bad. And regular mechanical. Yeah, it looks like we're getting first dibs in here. So I kind of like that. Except for here, somebody got there already, but they went the other direction. So because they went that way, we're going to go over here. Because this door was closed. Although I think this goes outside and it just leaks us to the other building. Maybe it's not as smart. Also, we would have missed this drawer. Which wouldn't have been bad. Okay. Okay, so this area is also untouched. Oh man, that buzzer. Uh-oh, hang on a second. That worked out well. We should probably clear. Okay. should be in okay shape. Some more seeds. A lot of water pumps. And you would almost think they'd be like a critical survival thing, but those aren't what we're needing. It's just kind of interesting. Like, you're not in pure survival. Cracked bioscanner. We did need some of those before, but we're already past that. We'll take those advanced components, though. Some air freshener. Nah. There's a little ticky-tick. Okay, so this is a nice little vault or something in here. I have to imagine it's picked clean, but you never know. Some gun parts, seeds, mechanical. A blaze grenade, all right, and snap blast, sweet. So, I mean, I guess they had to make decisions on their inventory when they came through. They went for the weapon crate. Odd components.
Arc orbiter is en route. The safe
We have
window
10
is
minutes left
closing.
already?
10 minutes to get out of there. I repeat, 10 minutes.
All right. It wasn't useless, though. We are getting stuff that we need. Okay. So what do we got here? So we could end up exiting through the Red Lakes hatch again. The good old Baron's hatch. We could also leave early. I don't know. 10 minutes is not the most time in the world. And I might almost say... Stupid thing. Uh-oh. Have fun crashing. That's a Hornet. Their front turbines are armored, but their back ones are not. Might have done somebody a solid there. Anyway, if there's a thing I... Hang on, I'm taking a look over there. There's something running around. Is that a surveyor? That's also on fire? Sometimes I feel like the time limits are extremely short in Arc Raiders, and that's kind of unfortunate. 20 minutes. I guess it's 30 minutes. I guess maybe that's not too bad. And maybe it could be argued that it's too long. And at some point you need to... Oh, there's our surveyor guy. Yeah. Now I might not be able to get what I need. So he's probably looking for the same thing. Yeah. Now I could turn hostile on him and take it. But I'm really not about that. Could I, and maybe should I? Now, I don't know that he actually has one. And again, that starts to put me in a more aggressive matchmaking batch, I guess. Shoot. Oh, I missed it. Darn it. Oh no, too close. Trying to shoot the back turbine. The front ones are armored, the back ones are not. And if it loses 2... Had to take the hit, right? It's alright. If it loses 2, obviously it can't stay aloft. I don't need the full-on recharger, and I don't really want to use up a... I guess I do need the full recharger, don't I? Let's start with this. Sometimes it is about preserving some resources. Let's breach and search just for the fun of it here. Oh, I guess you can't look at your map and crack whatever this thing is open. Alright. You think there's anything useful here? I guess we can find out. Nope, there's not. There's another carry thing. If we could find an outpost, we might be able to get some stuff out of it. Alright, what are we doing? 5 minutes left.
All Raiders, we have ARC on screen. 5 minutes left. Go find a way home. I repeat, 5 minutes.
Well,
Head home at the Baron's hatch.
we might have to do the hatch run here. Because otherwise... Okay, the last one is the testing annex, and that's going to be... not impossible to do, but... I don't know if it's going to be super worth our time. So that guy's coming this way. Probably need to fight him before he goes too far. Nope, he's turning the other way. Okay. It's one of those things like, do we engage now? Or do we run and exhaust ourselves and then turn around and engage, right? Okay, so there's our hatch. Is there anything to loot over here? Some springs. We do need those. We'll take all those. All right. It's like, at least it's not a wasted trip. Even if it's just small amounts of progress, we can still get progress. A bicycle pump. That's probably something that's super important, but my space is becoming limited. That should sell for a bunch, so we're going to swap out that. I have lots of magnets. The music starts to get more and more intense. It's like, seriously, you're going to be left behind with whatever the Arc Orbiter just wants to send your way. And it's probably not going to be ideal. You'll be like, well, I could be in a better situation. Twilight Compass ship. Do I have anything I'm comfortable with? Well, I guess I can free up a spot right here. Bam. Oh, I forgot trinkets can go over there, can't they? Yeah. We'll do that. The music is going nuts. Ruined Riot Shield. Probably not going to help us at all. Did I already check these? I did. Okay. And, meh, let's just get out of here. Yoink. I've not had the opportunity to use those radio hatch keys too much, so it's kind of nice. It's like when you use the regular exits, you know, it makes a ton of noise, and you have to wait. And sometimes it's the worst because you see a Rocketeer coming over. He's like, "Hey, I'd like to exit too," and you're like, "No, no, no." All right. So let's go to. I don't think we got anything super meaningful to our goals here. We still need those medical kits. And we're going to need to fight more things. We need to destroy leapers. We still have to find these stupid surveyors. I've never seen a sentinel. A rocketeer and a bombardier. We either need to fight them or we need to scavenge them. Now, typically, if anybody else fights them, they're going to take those cores because that's the whole reason they're fighting them, I would imagine. That's right, it's Raider, right? Yeah, nothing to change there, but Expedition. The rubber parts, the arc alloy. And what the heck, here's more springs. So we're making good progress here for stage 1. Then it's durable cloth, wires. I should probably start paying attention to that. Electrical cooling fans. 30 batteries, which I happen to have. So we're already set there. Bunch of sensors. I have an Exodus module, so that'll work. Humidifiers, advanced electrical. I have almost a number of accelerators. And another leaper pulse unit. And then, what is this again? How does this work? I guess you have to convert that amount of money. Ugh. So you gotta be a looting fiend. But I kind of like that. I mean, it is the core game, and it gives value. And I think the same is true with upgrading this stuff. It gives value to the mundane items, so you're not just... Sometimes you have a reason to just go through the damn battlegrounds and cycle through there and just pick up stuff. Let's do Buried City again. I kind of like that more, honestly. Well, could do Spaceport. Or is it Riventides I want? It depends on who's there, to be perfectly honest. Buried City might still be our better bet. Now, I wonder if I should step this up and go on to like a more battle posture, right? No, not put it there. Put it there. And let's go with a heavy shield. This will slow me down, but I think it'll be okay. Put our grenades over there. I mean, let's use it up, right? It would hurt and sting to lose these weapons. But I don't know. I think it could be worth it. And speaking of, I wonder if we should swap that. Oh, no. Take our launcher ammo. We've got plenty of anvil shots. I don't have anything to enhance that. Underbarrel, but I could create something, couldn't I? Maybe. I don't know that I actually have enough to do that. This is a grip. Reduced horizontal recoil. I don't know. It sounds cool. Oh, this is the vertical grip. Okay. Well, that's fine. So we'll take this and slap it onto here, like so. And now it's improved in every meaningful way. Now you can also manually upgrade these things just with enough parts, and they have durability, and they're also better. So we'll see how this goes. So you can see here the shield, 15% reduced movement speed, but 50% damage reduction. I think that'll be okay. So what are the consumable things? I think we're going to go in and throw down. So we'll be more focused on combat than we will on, anything else. I think that'll be interesting to try out. Stunning. Blaze grenade, I think, will be okay. So we got lots and lots of stuff. And we're carrying a lot of weight, but again, if you're going in for a fight, I mean, this is just the way it's going to go. We'll take a Raider key. We'll keep that in our safe pocket. All right. So let's go. Okay. Where should we go? I'm thinking Buried City so we can fight Rocketeers and stuff and maybe have some support. And still have cover to fight everything. Let's try it out, because at worst, if we get blown up, then we could be like, well, that meets expectations. I don't know. I mean, I've had the Combat Mark III and the Heavy Shield for a while. I'm like, well, they don't do any good sitting in my inventory, I guess. And they say to get over the gear fear concept of like, oh man, I can't take this in, I'm gonna lose it. You have to get over that. And that's true for Arc Raiders, because you're never truly stuck in Arc Raiders. You could take a free loadout and go explore and do whatever, and if you lose, that's okay. It doesn't hurt you at all. But taking in the stuff I can absolutely lose all of it. But part of it is, again, you gotta get past it. They say it's like, you don't really own it, it's just your turn to hold on to it. I don't know if I need to go that far, but yeah. If we want to graduate into the big boy games like Escape from Tarkov, we're gonna have to be tough. But yeah, let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can totally hose a Rocketeer. We're gonna find Surveyors and Leaper and a Bastion or a Bombardier. I keep on saying like Bombardier. See if I can feel the movement speed. I feel like I can feel it, but it's not too bad. Man, we're on the other side of the planet.
This is Tian Wen speaking. Remember, you can only get the Comet's igniter if you destroy it before it detonates. Not much I can do with soot and ash.
Yeah, destroying a comet. I've never seen a comet, so I guess it's a rollerball kind of bot, so that'll be a treat. Right, I'd rather not get surveyed by this thing. Stupid thing, hold still. Don't you dare. No! Damn it. This is the worst thing that's ever happened. That's a stupid way to die here, isn't it? Stupid thing. Beren, did you waste a launcher? Yeah. That's alright. Where are you? Oh, there it is. Oh, did you... He juked us. Oh, take that. That was much better. Still really annoyed that I couldn't... Sorry, couldn't kill that thing before it snitched on me. Got to do a better job with landing those hits, right? What is that?
Supply call station there.
I see. Okay. I don't know if there's a third one and it just crashed on its own and I just never even knew of it. How's that for failing, right?
Hey there, Raiders. Need a supply drop?
Yeah.
All right, good. I see you already sent up the flare. Just give us a second to deploy.
Yeah, I got all the time in the world, don't I? Alright, let's see what we got here. Let's get the lay of the land.
Shredder.
That's a
down there.
shredder. Those things are not fun to fight. Is this where I get the supply drop? Like, how does this work? I imagine it's got to be in the general area, right? Where am I? Why don't I know my location? Here we go. Oh, there's a... Oh, I must have come down over here. Down by this horrible thing. Take that. Oh, stupid shot. Sentries or sentinels... No, shredders. Whatever they're called. They are pretty tough to fight. Stupid thing. I can't get a good angle on it. Let's go over here. Where are you? What a cool pose, though. Like you grapple along and then take a shot. Explodes only if it hits him. So, that's fine. Boring conversation anyway. Alright.
Wasp, by the red
Wasp
tower.
up there. What I was hoping for is you could hear other people fighting. And I'm like, well, if you guys are... What was that just happened? I mean, there's something crazy going on. I want to be a part of it. Whoa. Alright. Can we get up there? Oh, we can. Here it is. Okay. No, that's a snitch, right? Or is that a spotter? So spotters call out your location for a bombardier. Stupid thing. That's the wrong weapon.
Firefly.
It's a firefly. I really don't want any part of that if I can avoid it. Let's get in here and get down to ground level if I can. And let's see if we can help fight, especially the bombardier. Because I do need those cells. I'm probably not going to get it. You know, if somebody else is fighting it. But, you know, we can work something out. Doesn't mean it's not worth doing. Because we can still have a fun time fighting it. Oh, hey, look at you. Oh, get it! How am I missing? There's one down. How you doing there? Uh-oh. Silly wasps. These things take forever to reload, but that's okay. These things aren't much better. What a shot! Nope. Hard to lead with a handgun, but... Oh! What got me? That must have been the rockets. Alright, that was dumb. Let's, look at that. That took out all of my shield, and it takes 2 of these shield charges to fill it back up. I guess that's good to know. Just the difference that a player coming in to fight, like how much more capability they've got. Because for all we know, that could have like outright just wiped me out if I wasn't better prepared. Ugh. Yeah, it's alright. Let's see what we got. Hornet, we'll take that too. But I'd like to get these spotter components. I don't want to take too long because we got places to be, right? Spotter relay. Oh, that's right. You can throw the spotter relays. And then if someone's really bugging you, it's like, here you go, have some have some more arc. I did see somebody doing it intentionally to draw more arc down because he was hunting like hornets and wasps and stuff.
No, don't kill me, bro.
Don't kill me, bro. So that's a snitch. Question is, can I reliably take that out? I mean, that's a lot of stuff. Are those more spotters?
A spotter. Over there.
Okay, so the spotters literally provide target tracking for the bombardiers. Damn it. No. No. I despise how hard these things are to load.
I repeat, 10 minutes.
It's not a good spot to be. Surprisingly accurate. Ugh, this is the worst thing that's ever happened. All of a sudden, there are thousands of these things. It's time to get inside. If I can friggin' make it. Leave me alone! Oh my goodness. Whew. Yeah, I am not especially great at this, am I? So you bite off more than you can chew, as it turns out. Stupid things. What you get? And that's what you get. I should be using this on the hornets, but just like that. Oh, no. We should be using a fuse grenade. Or that. Oh, wow. Wow. What? My goodness, I knew the second I pulled the I clicked the button, that was gonna miss. Right into the face. Ugh. Now, was that the worst performance you've ever seen in a fight? Maybe. But we survived, and sometimes that's the best you can hope for. Let's use up some of these arc cores, or whatever they are. Canister, that's just like a tattered clothes. That's not going to help us. So it's like, yeah, the whole cracker, whatever it is effective. But wowzers, we could have done without all that, right? That station is closed. We've done a bunch of combat, and that's not meaningless. Because there are kind of like weekly or daily quests or something like that to break personal records and all that other stuff. So it's not useless to throw down, I guess. But if nobody else is fighting the Bombardier, then there's not much reason for me to.
Head home at the highway overpass hatch.
Alrighty, so now we have seen a touch of the excitement of combat in this game. Oh, I can just leave right here. But yeah, had my fill for the moment. So, where does that leave us? Well, we didn't advance anything. Like, we get some XP and stuff. And we did almost complete that quest. Oh, I didn't realize we had 2 of them. For some reason, I thought we had 1. But yeah. That can give you rank points, I guess. Take our stuff. Commit resources. Baby steps, little by little. But hey, this one's done. Alright, so we've got all of our steel spring parts done. Now these don't give you, you know, individual experience or rewards in the same way that the trader quests do, but, you know, again, that's just the way it's... That's just the way it is. So does the spaceport have any... We might get good stuff out of it. So what is this stuff? We have a lot of technological... That would make sense. Let's go to the spaceport, you know? I'm just kind of in the mood for it. We have 10 shots from the launcher. We have 100 from rifles and stuff. I guess we can go with our fully armed loadout, right? Maybe we'll take a defibrillator. Take our shield charger. Actually, let's do our surge shield charger. It just seems great. I'll take an emergency exit key. So let's go in and let's see how much we can mix it up here. We still need a Rocketeer. There might be more hostile things we can deal with here, and there might be better stuff to get. I'm happy to mix it up with things if there's more than one player, more than just me fighting, because some of these things just take forever. And yeah, you could absolutely argue, no, but Ren, you burned way too much.
Let's not start asking questions.
You burned way too much ammo on regular arc, and it's like maybe, but you know, we make decisions based on what we got. And I was like, well, I can spend 3 times as many heavy rounds, or I can just use these launcher rounds, because if nothing else, it frees up my inventory space later. But the more I'm exposed to, like, how many was it? Was it like 3 wasps and 2 hornets? That's a lot of stuff. And we saw how fast it nearly took me out too. Like, one bad stun and just being caught out of position, which was my own fault. Like, I felt relatively confident that I could take out the snitch. I gotta keep track of that ammo. I almost might as well carry 2 anvils and just switch between them. Yeah. Ideally, yeah, you don't miss the shots, but we don't get to make that decision, do we? I guess we do.
Shani speaking. The scout team's last confirmed position was one of the field depots east of the spaceport. Find those logs and send them my way. We'll piece together where they went.
I didn't even know I had a quest for that, but whatever. Okay. So here we are. Something smoking. That might be an ARC courier. And we will have a look. There's something about field depots, I think. But first, we'll see what goodies over here. Now, I do see a drone over that way. But it's a wasp. We can handle a wasp. Just crack this thing open. Spotted relay. Hornet driver. Oh, okay. I was like, I hear something going on. So I think something else that'll eventually happen is that you field depot. Hey, here we are. Use the field radio to transmit this to what? What am I doing? Is that this? Oh. Alright. Some mod components that'll work and some duct tape. Is that mission complete? Alright, well that was the easiest thing that I've ever done. What we got in here? Anything useful? Nothing at all. That's surprising. Alright. Start making our way in here. So we got container storage, industrial and mechanical. That might be a place to get our rusty gears. Who knows? Should probably be aware of exits, right? So that one got several hatches. That's not too bad, I don't think. Having been here once. Is that a firefly?
A firefly up
Yep.
there.
They like to get up close and personal with those flamethrowers. I'd rather not deal with that. But I suspect the hole cracker will actually earn its keep a bit better up close. Hey, there's another one of these things. I think the other benefit of these is at least that passive goal or whatever gets added to here for the personal record dealio, which gives me stuff potentially. There's just nothing useful in there, is there? Yeah, see, personal best beaten. That's what ring gauge is all about. Oh, that is a...
The bastion. There.
So there's our bastion. How can we fight that thing? We need to fight it. But do we have what it takes? By ourselves, probably not. I think our weapons are kind of pitiful by comparison. I wonder if I had my sniper rifle. So I think it's got the weak points on the legs and on the back there. Take that. Let's not get crazy. Oh. It's like fighting the Deathbringers in Horizon Zero Dawn where they just go nuts on you. Heart attack. Yep. That's for you. How do you like that? It hurts and stings. I think someone else is trying to fight it, which is helpful. Let's recharge that shield real quick. I feel like the anvil should be useful here. Oh. Whew.
Hello, Raider!
Look at this. 4 of us brought it down.
That's right.
Well, we might not all get what we're wanting out of it, but we'll get something. Some performance steel, I guess. Motion core. It's like Monster Hunter. We just harvest. All right, so we don't have a bastion core.
Oh, thank you. I'll just take one.
Bastion cell. All right.
Thanks. Yeah.
Cool. What a nice fellow. See, that is what the Arc Raider's difference. You don't get that in Escape from Tarkov. And again, I might be starry-eyed here because again, there's a point where people are going to start having to fight for those things. So don't get it mistaken. You're still playing an online game. And online games, you know, aren't guaranteed to be like this. And in fact, PvP is not exactly forbidden. If it was intended to not be in the game, they wouldn't put it in the game, right? But yeah, so far, so good. And I think, for the most part, people, if you don't come in here for a fight like I was talking about earlier, I think people like helping each other. If it's within their power and it's not going to be to their detriment. Because, you know, they're like us. They generally have limited time. And, you know, effort is a thing and it has value. Let's go here for starters. So yeah, I don't know. I wonder how we fight those things in the future, you know? Like it's, oh jeez. Yeah. Look at what those things do to my shields. Whoa. It's like you have heavy shields and one thing basically wipes them out. That's a little frustrating. But I suppose, you know, I don't know. It's just how it goes, I guess. Is there anything of value in this place? Oh, not those. I gotta get used to reloading, like, right away. Almost like if you haven't... Oh. Almost like if you have a Nerf blaster. Just pick up a dart, put it right in. Looks like that was a turret.
Got some parts we can scavenge down there.
Okay. I wanted to see if it was a sentry, which is different than the regular turret. Which, again, I still haven't found. It's down there smoking something.
Scavengeable parts.
Comet. Okay. So I won't be able to get what I need for the quest, but that's good to know that that's where a comet could be. Alright. Sometimes my Warzone instincts kick in and I'm like, oh. It's like, no. People here can be friends. Comet igniter, okay. Deliver one to Tianwen. So that's what she was looking for. So we've got 2 quests we're able to accomplish, so long as we're able to get out without getting got. Where are we? We're going to Control Tower A6. Alright. Doo-doo-doo. I don't know that anybody's been in here yet. So I think they have. These doors are open. The doors usually aren't open by themselves. Now that doesn't mean they've searched for everything. It doesn't mean they've taken everything. But it also doesn't mean that that the area is clear too. Now I should take those. We need these metal parts. Guess that was a turret. That's fine. Do I have a consumable here that I can move to my slots? Probably. Let's do that. That'll work. Alright. I should keep refilling my shield, shouldn't I? Alright. That one exits soon. Wouldn't be the worst idea to exfiltrate, you could say. But yeah, because again, I've got 2 quest objectives completed, I think. Oh, geez. Nope. I don't know if dropping down the elevator shaft helped us in the least. I'm gonna assume probably didn't. Okay, go back up. We gotta try to get those shots when explosive things are running right at you. Just like that. Okay. Yes, so someone has been in here and this place refilled. Extended medium mag. We do have a better one. So we don't super duper need it. This looks like a lure grenade. We'll take the advanced electrical. We'll take the lure grenade because we have a slot for it. Yep. We have antiseptic already, so we don't need more. Like, it might be useful later on, but for the moment, we don't need to burn the inventory space that we kind of don't have. Okay. Oh, we're just heading right outside. Okay. Wow, we got way up here. Man. Okay, so they're extracting.
Hornet, there, by the
The
south
Hornet's
elevator.
just going nuts.
Wasp, down there.
It's okay, they can do whatever they want. There's a raider down there. There's our Rocketeer.
Rocketeer.
Crashed probe. Do we see any surveyor beams? And would we see them from up here?
Baron Husk.
I don't know what a Baron Husk is. I guess it's just something. I don't know if it's like a matriarch or something that... Or a queen. Photoelectric cloak. Hey. Let's put that up here. I'll take one of those. Nice. So we have a cloaking device. That is pretty sweet. We have a zipline. Hey. Let's avail ourselves of that. All right.
Hey!
Like, hey. That's a snitch scanner now that we don't need it. I don't have a spot for a power cell, but we can get rid of the pop trigger. I don't really need that. Oh, wow. That thing is angry.
Down there.
These things are crazy, aren't they? Ugh. Wow, that'll just shred you, won't it? Jeez. Whoa. Whew, we got him. My goodness. Now, how do we get down? Did I already look into this thing? Yeah, I didn't have anything I could use out of it. And there's a probe. Okay. Alright, so imagine I have to go inside. Can we drop down, say... Ooh. Maybe not. Okay, well, I guess we can just, you know, I twisted my ankle. Someone found a zip line, so that's fine. I'll take that. I gotta get down and get those bastion pieces, but... Is this low enough to drop safely? It's not. We're gonna do it anyway. Oh, it hurts and stings. Bastion cell. Oh. No. This. Honestly, just dump the trinket. I don't care. Like, all the parts have...
An arc orbiter is en route. The safe window is closing.
Have stuff to
10
search, I
minutes
guess.
to get out of there. I repeat, 10 minutes.
Actually, I think we need that more than this. The rest of this is just going to be arc material, right? Yeah. I think I got the main the main tender juiciness. Yes. Though the mechanic components is nice. There's another one. Perfect. Honestly, there we go. There we go. That's how we would do it. I had a spot for it anyway. Alright, so it's like, don't give up. So you never know what's going to come through that door. Like, even though it's the leg sections, sometimes you still get the... You get a really good piece. So, I guess that's a lesson. Because if I can get one more, we're done here. So I can't rightly remember if I already have one in storage. Well, that beeping noise is just great, isn't it? I know we searched that. Did we get every single search box here? Promise you we're almost done. Okay, I think we're just about set. Okay. Cool. That's a firefly.
Hornet.
That's a
by
hornet.
vehicle maintenance.
I have no shields. I will have some shields. I'm also encumbered. That's great news. I need to drop something. I need that. Salvage metal parts, there you go. Honestly, good enough. All right. Take one of those. Shoot. Stupid thing. Give to me your shield charger. Only making me stronger. There's our Rocketeer that we are in no condition to fight, right? Alright, where's my exit?
Let's head home at the control hatch.
Let's take our goodies and get out of here, because it will be hard to replicate that progress.
A hornet.
Let's also ideally not fight a hornet. We are at full health and shield, so we're not completely helpless. Well, let's also not be dumb about it. That's a turret.
All Raiders, mark on screen. 5 minutes left. Go find your way home. I repeat.
That's not
5
going to be a
minutes.
shortcut. More of like get out of high visibility areas. Looks like a hornet husk. I don't really care about that. What are we next to? Is there anything useful? We got a couple minutes left. Let's go to the metro. definitely a turret down there. I don't see any reason to fight it. Not with this haul we've got. So it makes you wonder, if I didn't come in here with my combat shields and stuff, would that have been a shorter match, even though I had to bring in less? I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, we definitely got useful stuff. So, quests. Did we not?
The amount of fabric we're squandering on parachutes alone.
Yeah, I never did secure that drop, did I? Was it Shani that had the thing?
Scout team's trail stop.
Who had the quest where I had to bring the thing? Like, please tell me I completed that quest. I could have sworn I did. Unless it's like a 2-part quest. Which would be a little bit annoying. Commit 2. But those are done. And that's getting there. So, hey, we're almost done. Seriously, what was that quest? I have to destroy the comet, too. It wasn't just bring the piece. Visit any field depot on the eastern side of Spaceport. These aren't too hard. It's just, you have to be intentional. And I guess I get looting focused because I'm like, yeah, there's stuff here. Well, it's a casual Arc Raiders kind of day. Although we got some exciting stuff going on there. We almost bit it terribly with those bastions. My goodness, those things are tough. So, and we almost showed off how bad we can be fighting a swarm of hornets and wasps, just like real life. But it was kind of cool. I'm probably going to continue playing, honestly. I just didn't know how much longer I wanted to keep the stream going. Like, I'm not a full-time streamer, so I don't have it set up to where I can be like, hey, it's time to take a little restroom break. It's time to do whatever, right? But, like I said, I expect to be doing more streams. I don't know if they're all going to be Arc Raiders. I don't think I'll do that to you guys. But we'll see. I'll probably pop in a couple more times this week because, hey, that's what vacation's all about, and we're having some fun with it. And of course, yeah, if you'd like to see more Arc Raiders, or if you'd like to see a lot less of it, you should probably let me know. As is always the case, ask that you interact with the video in the way that best suits you, but, you know, subscribe to the video, like the video. I think the notification bell probably helps. All of it helps the channel out. It tells me what you like and kind of more importantly, what you don't care about. That's always good to know. And then interact with it. Questions, comments, thoughts, opinions, all that. Put that down into the comment section, into the live chat as one does. And look forward to some more Rengage. I don't know when it's going to be. I guess we usually do a stream on Thursdays. So, yeah, what the heck. I don't see any reason why I won't stream tomorrow. So, I think we'll continue doing that. And there might just be random pop-up streams. Just because I can, to be completely honest. So, anyway, let me look less at chat, more at the camera. Thank you for joining me for this casual Wednesday stream as you watch me flail about, hauling junk around and shooting at robots and getting things shot back at me. It was a good time. I'm having a great day. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll catch you next time.